This one might sound weird. My lips might not align. It doesn't mean it's AI. It just means the reality of whatever. Whatever strings they have in the back, because they're so worried about me. So I felt really compelled to finish my inner child when it came to healing my inner child. And living in a false reality is a big part of it. A big part of it. It's crazy because the video I have up, I was just in invalidating homes, you're often taught to deny your own reality. That didn't happen. You're too sensitive. You made it up. And that has happened to me so many times in my life, guys. So many times in my life. And I see that now. I see that now. And when I started going in and doing the work and recognizing that it did happen, I'm not too sensitive and I didn't make it up. But people have been placed in my life specifically for a reason to do very hurtful, vengeful things and to do the most, to put me in these negative headspaces. So I make choice A and choice B, which both of them are unfavorable. So then you have all these people in the back planning XYZ, doing XYZ. And again, this is my story, my testimony. You don't have to believe me. But all those entangled in it know that. Like, for example, the previous property management company I work with, the two guys that I work there, I've mentioned them before, would go out of their way to plot, plan, and scheme. And I always knew something was going on because of their eyes. I can really, it's very easy to pick up on people when they're being deceptive because of their eyes. They don't always look at you straight in your eyes, and if they do, it's like a layer look in their eyes. All right, and then a lot of the times they look down or they look over. Like, you see that a lot in these interviews. It's like, golly, just look at the camera, people. Just look at the camera. How hard is it to look at the camera when you're delivering a speech? How hard is it? And how many times do you see on these interviews and stuff like that with Poppy T? I mean, how much do we have to fluff your ego? Like, my gosh, it's just, it's so hard to watch sometimes, guys. It's just ridiculous. It's just like, come on, man. It's just bizarre. Adult symptoms, chronic self-doubt. So when you live in a world where people basically deny your own reality, for example, that didn't happen, you're too sensitive, you made it up, all right? These are things that are going to happen that you're going to gravitate to carrying as a young adult. Chronic self-doubt, check. Feeling disconnected from the truth, check. Walking on eggshells in relationships, check. Confusing peace with emotional numbness, check. Check. And at times feeling like you're watching your life instead of living it. And that was a lot of the times when I got to the point at the end of that company where I resigned. It was like, I got to the point where it was like, I was watching my life, but I actually wasn't living in it. Everybody else around me was controlling my pieces. And that's exactly where it came to. And it brought me to the ground. And I nearly died. And God came in. He straight did. Healing steps. Ground back into your body. Sensations of truth anchor, not the mind. See, and that's the thing. When I started speaking my truth, when I started walking in my truth, that's when you start taking your power back. You start grounding who you are. You start grounding your thoughts. You start grounding your opinions, your feelings, your emotions, your thoughts, your truth. We all carry truth. Practice reality, checking gently. What do I actually see, feel, and know? And that's the thing. When I'm in my day-to-day activities and stuff like that, and I look around and I just take in what my surroundings are, because it's just such a peculiar community that I live in right now. It really just is when I go out and about. And I'm just taking it in. I'm like, okay, God, here we go. Here we blow, another outing. Build relationships with people who validate your experience. That was a big thing. Is I've been working really, really hard to build relationships with people that validate my experience, validate my story, validate my testimony. It's crazy to me that I had so many people go against me in this type of nature. I just don't think I'll ever wrap my head around it. I still just want peace, and I still have no ill will. It's crazy. It's just so crazy. I tell you what, though, I'm growing stronger. Affirm daily. What I feel is real. What I remember matters. Gaslighting, recovery, and nervous system regulation. When it comes to my ex and all the entanglement there, let me just tell you something. Let me just give you a little nugget here, okay? Don't think you're gonna pull us apart. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. No matter what that man's done, I'm always gonna freaking love him unconditionally. We've been at this for, I don't even know, 23 years, 24 years. That was a bad idea. It was a bad idea waging this war between him and I and doing the most. And I know in different ways he's made his choices and things like that. I get that. 555 as I say that. Everybody in my story has done that. I've done that. But shame on you. Shame on you for creating compelling false stories, blackmailing people, and manipulating and gaslighting, coercion, and doing all this stuff so people made choices that they didn't know that they were making. It was all a strategic plan, and everybody's played their parts. And it's like, it's all a psychological operation. It straight is. I love you guys. Have a great day. I'm going with my girlfriend to lunch, so I love you.